Hi, folks. So, people have been asking me, where's Homie? Where's Homie? Where's the home man? He's right here. And, I'll sign the back of his shirt. There. Joe. Homie's gonna have to go. He's tired of the gig. So, I'm selling him. Selling Homie. Hey, if you want to buy him, go to toonpicks.com. Email me with a bid. Homie has a reserve on him. Yeah, he's got a reserve on him, yeah. That's right. Bless me. Richard Russell, the famous author of the Dow Theory Letters, is not mincing words about what he believes is headed our way. Do your friends a favor. Tell them to batten down the hatches, he says, because there's a hard rain coming. Tell them to get out of debt and sell anything they can. Sell and don't need in order to get liquid. Tell them that Richard Russell says that by the end of this year they won't recognize the country. They'll say, how does Russell know? Who told him? Tell them the stock market told them. The Bank of International Settlements said in its annual report that major banks on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean continue to remain highly leveraged and still appear to be on life support. Ms. Shedlock recently raised eyebrows by openly proclaiming that an economic depression is here. Bob Chapman of the International Forecaster is very pessimistic about the state of the world economy as we head into the second half of 2010. Greece is even worse off than the elitists imagined. We do not see European bailouts going any further. The result is the US and UK will follow. Financial Europe is history. You should all keep in mind that this is child's play. Wait until England and the US go down, perhaps by the end of the year. An article on Bloomberg's website says that 46 U.S. states are facing a Greek-style financial crisis, a total economic breakdown, an implosion of funding stability. Damn near every state in this country, folks. Debt on government balance sheets and worries that the world could be heading towards a double-dip recession are driving the gold price higher. Richard Suttmeyer recently wrote an article for Forbes magazine in which he predicted that we are headed for another dramatic decline in housing prices. Home prices will decline again, with the risk of another 50% down to get house prices back up to the levels of 99 and 2000. University of Maryland professor Peter Morisi is warning that the decision by European governments to slash their budgets makes the prospect of another recession much more likely. John P. Hussman, fund manager of Hussman Strategic Total Return and Hussman Strategic Growth, has issued a full-fledged recession warning. He said, based on evidence that has always and only been observed during or immediately prior to U.S. recessions, the U.S. economy appears headed into a second leg of an unusually challenging downturn. Is that an understatement? Probably. So in light of all this, what should we all do? We should all start preparing for some very bad times, I think. Now is a great time to start storing up food and supplies for when things really fall apart. We need to get ourselves prepared as much as possible. The signs that we are headed towards an economic nightmare are all around us. No one reports on it, but they are there nonetheless. Do what you have to do for yourself and your family. Americans can get no help out of Washington, of course, but the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Susan Rice, declared that Washington's commitment to Israel's security is not negotiable. Washington's commitment to California and to the security of the rest of us is negotiable. War spending has run up the budget deficit, and the deficit precludes any help for Americans. On July 12th, Niall Ferguson, an historian of empire, warned that the American empire could collapse suddenly from weakness brought on by its massive debts, and that such a collapse could be closer than we think. Deaf, dumb, and blind, Washington policymakers continue to drone on about 30 more years of war. 30 more years of war. Simply amazing, don't you think? Honk me, funky bitches. Honk request 1174, Nature Citizen. Hi, dude. After seeing your shows, I like to make a honk request, too. This honk is for our planet. It needs to be strong now. Honk request 1174B, Dave Extra. Give us a honk. Dave Extra. Honk request 1175, BJJ Bear 73. Can a redneck hillbilly hunter and gun nut get a honk for the fact that I know this ecological disaster is so deep and pervasive that millions of humans and animals will die? Many hunters are tree huggers, too. A honk for the irony, too. Well, it turns out the oil disaster did not end that way, did it? Everything's fine. Oil's almost gone. Honk request 1176. WV Misk AVW. Can I get a few honks to wake up all the apathetic Americans? It would take more than a few, my dear. Gentlemen. Honk request 1177. Kiss my persane ass. I told someone we should kick BP out. He told me, what have they done wrong? Let me get a honk request, please, for all these idiots taking us to hell in a handbasket. To hell in a handbasket. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, say goodbye to homie. See you, son. Bye-bye. So long. See you now. Watch your head. Be all you can be. Be aware. Don't miss the next video. It's going to be an ass kicker.